Hi, welcome to Ukulele. So let's get into some vamping. We're going to start in the key of C. Hi, so welcome again to Ukulele. That was me playing some ukulele rhythm using a vamping technique. I'm going to explain a little bit more about that word means in a moment, but it's a really fantastic technique to add to your rhythm kit bag. Opens up a whole new world of rhythm for you. And I'm often surprised, when I go to ukulele meetings and I meet other players who've not come across it before, and I'm always really keen to share that technique and get ukulele players playing the vamping rhythm. Now, vamping is quite common if you come from a guitar background like I do, or from even a piano background. So you often find that quite common in rock and roll, where you'll hear the kind of a lead guitar player or lead piano player playing a vamping technique. And I'm going to focus this lesson and a series of lessons thereafter on vamping techniques and in various keys. So I really hope you do enjoy this. So let's get started then. We're going to start, as I said, in the key of C, and our first chord is going to be C. So just position yourself with a standard open C chord on your ukulele, and using just a basic rhythm, we're then going to use our first finger and get that ready to come down on the second fret on the fourth string on the beat 2 and 4 of the rhythm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's all there is to it. Now, some of you may have realized that by playing the second fret on the first string, that is in effect an A minor chord. And of course, A minor is the relative minor of C major. And so there's a clue there if you ever want to work out what the vamping position is for any chord. It actually is the relative minor of that. But I won't get too much into the theory at the moment. Just think that I've got to get my first finger onto that second fret. So we can either play a really simple rhythm like that, or we can play a down up rhythm. Still on the 2 and the 4. And there you have it. We've got basic vamping to start with. But of course, this is a 12-bar blues rhythm. So we need to progress, and then we're now going to progress to the chord F, and again playing our standard F shape on the ukulele, but this time we're going to take our third finger and we're going to look for the second fret on the third string, which again the eagle-eyed among you will realize is a D minor chord, and of course D minor is the relative minor of F, and again we're going to vary that on the 2 and the 4. Back to our C. Let's see if we can go back to the F again. On off with that kind of D minor shape. And back to our C. And so we've got 2/3 already of our full vamping 12-bar technique. The next chord in the 12-bar progression will be G. And to get a vamp in G, we need again look for that relative minor, which is actually E minor. So we're going to use our little finger to play our third string 4th fret, which actually gives you an E minor shape. So that will be. So let's put all that together, and we'll start with a really simple rhythm. So starting on our C, and we're going to go F, back to our C, now to G, G, and start again. You can make the rhythm as complex as you wish here. You could go to G7 there. And you can see you can really pull that together quite quickly. So there you have it. That's vamping in the key of C using a 12-bar blues progression. You can use that, say, in lots and lots of songs, you know, from blues, rock and roll, pop, even some country songs as well. And you don't have to keep on the vamp on every single chord. It may not be relevant on every chord. You can bring it in little bits and pieces. So you think for, you know, Get Back by the Beatles, which uses, you know, really heavy vamp, but it doesn't use it all the way through the song and not in every single part. It's just when it becomes really relevant. So there you have it. That's how to do vamping in the key of C. I really hope you've enjoyed that video. If you have, I'd really appreciate it if you could like my video by clicking down below. Even better if you could subscribe to my channel. That would really help me. If I've got any kind of resource or whatever, or help files on this particular lesson, I'll put a link in the comments below. And if there's any particular worksheets, I'll link them through to my Gumroad or Patreon so you can go and download this as well. Please feel free to comment, ask me any questions regarding those particular techniques. I always read my comments and I'm really happy to answer. In between time, enjoy the ukulele.